你老人家说个话呀，在录影呢。你好。
Did you know that bumboats all but disappeared from the Singapore River during a massive cleanup of our waterways in the early 80s? However, via the triumphant return to the Singapore River, they were given a new lease of life as a treasure craft by Singapore River Cruises. From a humble fleet of just 4 bumboats, that number has grown steadily to preserve our river's charming heritage. In 2006,
因为他把那个河口不是砸住了吗？
In fact, this very boat we're cruising in is
水不是很干净。
As we'll soon be saying goodbye to what remains of a bygone era of life along the Singapore River, perhaps you'd like to hear a little more about the rich past. From the southern part of the island, these river waters truly run with the lifeblood of Singapore. You've heard a few stories of the early days, how the Singapore River transformed from a sparsely populated swamp to an important port for merchants and traders.
啊，现在在录了，在录了，是吗？
The Singapore River flourished into a
啊，白云，
green area to the right.
孙悟空的白云吗？
European-style houses that brought to mind the fashionable elegance of London's Mayfair. No wonder the
现在在录影了吧？
place for European
对啊，
settlers to see and to be seen.
红色一直闪着是吧？
Colonial days, they would emerge from their houses to
这样就
stroll
关掉
along
啦
the Esplanade every afternoon. Here they would enjoy the sea breeze, exchange
你也当有容易啊呀。
even indulge in a little instant flirtation. As a nod to our colonial history, Queen Elizabeth Walk was opened with Indians in April 1953 to honor the coronation of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. If you have the time, this path will take you on a pleasant meandering walk through the park to other interesting national monuments. The bridge straight ahead of us is Anderson Bridge, named after Sir John Anderson, yet another governor of the Straits Settlements. This elegant arch displays an excellent combination of intricate plaster and metal. Its curved structure provides high resistance to bending force, which comes in really handy since it supports the heavy weight of vehicles zipping back and forth daily.
老人家，你在哪呀？哎。
As a gorgeous contrast to the skyscrapers that now mark the Singapore skyline, just look to the right and you'll see sitting grandly before us 3 beautifully preserved buildings that commemorate Queen Victoria, the Empress of India. The Victoria Theatre and Victoria Memorial Hall, which features the clock tower, are both historical monuments dedicated to the performance arts. Right next to them is the Empress Place building, which was constructed in 1907 entirely by convict labor. Previously known as the government offices, the Empress Place building is now also a national monument and home to the Asian Civilizations Museum. The Asian Civilizations Museum is a treasure trove of history and culture that will introduce you to the world of Asian traditions. The museum features over 1,600 treasured artifacts in 4 themed geographical zones, includes a Singapore River Gallery dedicated to the history and people of our beloved river. Be sure to check it out for an even more intimate picture of the things you've seen and learned on this river cruise.
干净就没蚊子啊，干净就没蚊子。对，它没有，你看到没有看到积水的地方嘛，就不会有结节啊。老人家再露个脸吧。哎耶 ，OK。
And if you decide to take an exploratory walk, we promise you won't be disappointed. Over on the right bank, you may have noticed a fine fellow cast in blinding white plaster.
哦，他是谁啊？来福士，发现新加坡的这位。哦，来福士。
East India Company. He developed a town plan, drawing up residential, administrative, and commercial districts.
右边的是国会大厦吗？
Budding island city. The large building we're passing on the right was Singapore's first courthouse, after which it became Parliament House until 1999, when the new Parliament House was developed just next to it. What is that strange disc hovering over Parliament House? Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Is it a UFO? Don't worry. What looked like something out of a sci-fi movie is actually part of the Supreme Court of Singapore. Now this is Elgin Bridge, named after the then Governor General of India, Lord Elgin. Originally, the bridge served as a link between the Indian merchants on the north side of the river and the Chinese community on the south side in the days of our colonial past.
金凤这飞艇说是法院吗？高等法院。哦。更高，更高。
那个是我们目前是艺术文化中心，也是我们的社会环境部的一个基地。它以前是警察总部哦，要坐回去，要绕回去，所以没有，这里不下，你晕船了？
啊，晕船了？啊？我以为晕船了，吓死我！
谁？
不要坐下。
只要试一试你的心脏够不够力，看你的心跳，有没有心跳？1分钟100下。这边有个反省下，你坐在椅子上，帮你看。我还跑那边去了。
Yeah, he's always in the terminal.
This is the first time.
Me always be feeling, no, I'm not getting off.
working site to your right is Clark Quay, named after Sir Andrew Clark, second governor to Singapore.
Anybody cracky?
我们这组没有，这是
Cracky? Anybody cracky? Anybody want to draw cracky? Want to cracky?
克拉码头。
还有啊。
在左边，刚才前面那边，这边没有，这边是华人地区呀，华人地区。
后面有位置的，
他们下了你就有位置了，
来吧，
几个位置？
各位同学来后面吧。